Does your mom know you're watching this show? Welcome, everyone, to the Friday Night BS show. I am your host, John Troncalli, with my co-host, the hottest with the moistest, Miss Deana, and the Lone Ranger, Mr. Bruce, is back with us. Actually, Bruce is always here. I don't know why I always say Bruce is back with us. Bruce ain't going nowhere. He's our
Yes, he's back. Back again.
I mean, I can and then come back, you know.
No, yeah. Well, we know how long it takes you to go get coffee because you make that trip. I think he goes all the way back to Colombia for that cup of coffee. He's drinking light beer tonight. Oh, there we go. Yeah, we are back, and on tonight's show, we've got a lot of great topics. The main topic for tonight is men who make great boyfriends. That's Bruce and I, and husbands do these 17 things. We're going to see if we do these 17 things, Bruce. We'll see. And Deana's Millennial Minute. We're going to talk. Actually, this just kind of hit home, man. This hit home. So it's going to be fun to go through this. Gen Xer, who retired early at 34. I didn't retire at 34. Returned to work a decade later and only lasted 4 months. I get that. I can feel where I can almost tell. I didn't read the article, but I can almost tell what he ran into. Oh, by the way, this show is rated R. It's intended for mature audience. Yeah, it's R. And if you know what? It's intended for mature audience. And if fart sounds still make you, I don't know, my thing got all messed up, still make you laugh, but you're in the right place. And then we have weird news. We had Cocaine Bear, Bruce. We had the Cocaine Bear. They actually made a movie, right? Cocaine Bear?
They sure did.
And
based on true stories.
Yeah, and we had some other cocaine animals out there, but now we got cocaine sharks just roaming the oceans of, what is the ocean around the Brazil? That would be the Pacific, correct?
Yes, it would.
It would be the Pacific. Yeah, I believe it is. I don't have a map in front of me. I was not
putting a map in front of me. I need to validate this so we don't sound like idiots.
Yeah, do a little Google search, but I think it is the Pacific. It's in that area. But yeah, so got sharks in there.
Nope,
in the water.
It's by the Atlantic.
It is in the Atlantic.
It's in the Atlantic.
Other side. That's right. Bruce, this is on the other side. That's Bruce. Bruce is on the other side.
See, no, Toby shamed you.
Brazil's on the other side. But yeah, so I am going to open up this. Deana, would you like to do the cocaine story, or do you want me to do the cocaine story?
I'll do the cocaine story if my dog stops barking.
Okay, Deana, you go, girl. Deana will do the cocaine sharks.
Woot, cocaine sharks. Oh my gosh.
Yes.
2023 was a big year for cocaine and for sharks. There was a movie called Cocaine Sharks.
Yes.
After the movie Cocaine Bear, but they are both based on actual factual things. Now scientists in Brazil report the first proof that animals are indeed exposed to cocaine. 13 sharp-nosed sharks.
Yeah.
Taken from coastal waters near Rio de Janeiro had traces of the drug in their muscles and liver. Researchers report that this week in Science and the Total Environment, findings are very important and potentially worrying. Now, why do you think that cocaine was found in the sharks?
Well, I'm sure they're drug dealers. The drug dealers didn't put them in their stomachs. I mean, I think they probably ate them, right? Like after the boats or sank or something like that, right?
I'm thinking they were trying to avoid being caught and dumped them overboard or something to that nature. Yeah. I mean, isn't that how the Cocaine Bear situation happened? The plane was flying over a forest and they went, we got to lose some weight.
Yeah. Well, Mike.
No, I actually think that the bear one was they were actually making drops.
Yeah. well, like when my nephew was in the
drop.
Yeah. No, my nephew was in the Coast Guard, and they used to go along the Pacific coast, down the California coast, and Oregon and Washington. And he was telling me that they would just buy these old wooden boats, and they would just fill them with marijuana and drugs. And the way the ocean current worked, it would draw it back up around and up California into Washington and Oregon. So they would just fill boats, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 boats, and just They didn't care if 4 or 5 or 10 or 100 of them got lost, as long as some of them made it up the coastline.
You're
And
talking like unmanned canoes, just like, here
Yeah.
you go.
Yeah,
Like message in a bottle, but with weed.
yeah, with weed, and they would unmanned, and the way the water current works along the coast there in California, it would take it up the coast, right up into Oregon and Washington, and then the runners up there would take those boats and take the stuff off of them. And he said they would confiscate boat after boat after boat, and it was just ridiculous. But you got to assume some made it. It's nuts.
That's then you got to imagine that there's definitely weed sharks.
There's some
marijuana sharks, Mary Jane sharks.
And I bet it's a similar situation with the cocaine. I bet I don't know how it works, but I'm sure, maybe they did dump them overboard. But man, sharks are already aggressive. Can you imagine a shark on cocaine? Fucking hey, dude.
I can't imagine it being much less terrifying than a bear on cocaine. I mean, I didn't see the movie, but there was a movie, and now I'm very intrigued to watch it.
Yeah.
So in the movie, the cocaine sharks, it swims on land.
Oh no shit! They're so fucking high they can swim on land, huh? Fuck.
They're just like,
yeah. I guess this fucking shark.
Now you can't say don't go in the water because now they're swimming on the land too.
That's terrifying. Like, can you imagine like the pupils on a person dilate enormously when they're on cocaine? Sharks already have black eyes. Can you imagine like
Hey, keep in mind, we all started in the ocean. So they said that we walked for the first time out of the water onto land and started breathing. So maybe sharks on cocaine can do the same thing. You never know.
That's the beginning of the shark evolution. I mean,
oh Jesus!
If you
Christ.
think about it, things happen. That shit happens all the time. Like, poppy seeds ending up just dropping in the ocean because some seagull grabbed some and then just went, oops.
Does the article say anything about how it's affecting the sharks, like attitude or aggressiveness, or they? Because that's what I'm kind of curious. I mean, I know how I am on cocaine, so I'm ready to fucking drive through a brick wall. So I'm wondering what a fucking
it didn't really say.
That's what I'm kind of curious.
It does say all females in this study were pregnant.
Of course they were.
Although the consequences of cocaine exposure to the fetuses are still unknown.
Oh, wow.
They don't know if it affected the shark's behavior, but apparently it made them very horny.
I guess.
Which is surprising because for humans, cocaine makes you not like, I want to do it.
You get limp dick. I know that. It might work for about 5 minutes, and then
right?
After that, you give up, man. Look at Brucey shaking his head.
Stone face.
Bruce, no, you never, you don't want to disclose that information online.
I never tried it, so I wouldn't know.
Oh, okay, yeah. Cocaine and crank are not two things that you want to take while having or going to have sex.
No.
The term whiskey dick, it works the same way.
It's the same thing. Yeah,
it's the same thing. It's
not going to happen. It's in your head because everybody's a pervert,
it's up and down
when they're inebriated. But
it's up and down. It tricks you, and you're like back, like you can drive a fucking 9-inch nail through a fucking piece of wood, but then all of a sudden just boop, back down. Boop, hello, back down. Yeah, so it doesn't work.
Right when you need it, it's like, no.
Yeah, hey, I'm ready. Oh, never mind. Oh, I'm ready. Oh, never mind.
It's a true meaning of a quickie.
Yeah, it's like, hey, quick, we got like 3 minutes, babe. Oh man.
And it's gone.
Yeah, poor sharks though, man. I mean, I'd like to see that study to see how if they were even, more aggressive, because you have to assume
they spend enough money on other stupid stuff already.
Yeah. Well, sharks don't have money. Sharks don't
No,
have money.
but somebody's paying somebody to study that.
Yeah, we need to get okay. U.S. government,
It
please do a study on cocaine and sharks. So
it
that'll
does
be
say it did disturb the environment. It says tests of eels revealed disruption of important hormones,
yeah.
but they only did another handful of studies tested in wild fish for illegal narcotics, and that's where the brilliant
see it,
article
Coast
ends.
Guard.
And now I need to watch that movie.
Yeah, I could see the Coast Guard. Free shark. We know you're carrying. Free
Right.
shark.
Can you imagine like people eat shark? Can you imagine like not
Oh,
knowing
shit.
and eating like a shark burger
Yeah.
that had
Yeah,
unknown
'cause that's
waste cocaine in it?
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
you get mercury poison from tuna, so
yeah, get high from shark meat. Oh,
Come out for
take-
dinner with your wife. Huh, let's go to Target. Let's go shopping.
yeah. Oh shit. Well, poor sharks though. That's sad. But what are you gonna do, man?
Or maybe it's the best time of their lives. You don't know.
Yeah. I've always like wanted to do I know you guys are gonna go crazy and be like, shut the fuck up, John, but I always wanted to do a show on drugs and about legalizing certain drugs. And I think cocaine should be like one of those drugs that look at Bruce's face. Bruce is like, what the fuck, John? Like, marijuana's already out there. No. I think it's
there's
fine.
enough issues in the world
That's a
without
terrible
legalizing
idea.
more drugs, right?
Hey,
I
man.
would be on board with legalizing mushrooms. Mushrooms should be legal.
Mushrooms, just letting it just let it be free. Get it out there. Tax it, figure out a way to test it if you're driving under the influence. But we'll talk about that show later. Let's get that's it for the sharks.
That is it for the sharks.
That is it for the sharks. We wish the people of Brazil, please do not swim in shark infested waters because right now they're pretty fucking high, and they'll probably eat you.
Do not eat
They'll
out of
probably
shark-infested water.
It
was only one breed of shark that really caught it because I guess the levels of the water and the buoyancy of the cocaine, that's where their environment was. So it's one like specific type of shark that was affected in that specific area. But still, I mean, sharks look menacing as it is.
Yeah.
That's terrifying.
Yeah, sharks on coke.
I don't just want to eat you. I want to eat your fucking soul.
Now like when they start ramming boats, then we know we're in trouble.
I think we need a bigger boat.
That looks like a seal. We are going to get into men who make great boyfriends and husbands. Do these 17 things. Women may seem like complicated creatures, but when it comes to men, it's really quite simple. Most women want the same thing, a partner who fits their criteria, because men with these qualities make the best boyfriends and husbands. So before we even start into these, Deana, in your opinion, what qualities make for a great boyfriend?
Oh, good sense of humor.
Sense of humor.
Great smile.
Great smile. Nice ass.
The confidence to lead you into a room, but the humbleness to admit that he's wrong.
Oh, that's a tough one. That's a tough one. Anything else?
That'll do her.
No, that's it. That's all you're looking for.
Those are my top three.
Those are your top three. There's your top three. And Bruce, I'm gonna quit. Go ahead, Deana. Go ahead.
Number 4 with an asterisk is a bonus point if you know where the clitoris is.
That's asking a lot. I mean, shit. me and Bruce are working on an app. We're gonna sell that app. She's gonna go beep 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 beep.
Like a stud finder for the clitoris.
Yeah. There's that clitoris, and then what'll happen? The problem is the guy will put the phone down and then lose it again. So that's gonna happen.
You put your finger there, and then
he always has to be wrong. Jennifer's in Instagram over there. Jen, you're married woman now? What makes for a great boyfriend, Jen? Let us know, and I'll put it up on the thing. And Bruce, now your question, Bruce. Do you?
I wouldn't know what makes a great.
No. That's a feeling. Bruce, do you feel women you date are checking off things from their list during a date with you?
No clue.
You don't think they're kind of looking at your personality?
You're
And
just looking at the bank book.
now, come on, Bruce. Come on. You feel
No
that's all they're looking
way.
at? You're dating the wrong
Looks
girls,
like
man.
the Marlboro Man.
You're dating
Check.
the wrong girls,
It's
Brucey.
very
No,
like wow.
honestly,
Check.
I would have no idea because I mean I'm not sure women know what they want.
Got Muscles 209 said the clitoris, also known as the little bald man on the boat.
On the
Little
boat. Yes.
Does that boat have
always-
does it have rows? Does he have the rowers in there, right? There, what are these called?
Doesn't need the rowers.
You need you need the rowers. You need the rowers.
You're supposed to be the rower, John.
You're exactly. You're
Jen, I know you don't have a boyfriend, but he was
John,
your boyfriend
John,
before you married him.
John, this is the paddle.
Yeah.
Mm.
That's the paddle. How she's a two
Paddle.
This is the
The
lifeboat.
paddle, John. This is the paddle.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you still got to find a little bald boy on the boat. You know what I mean? Yeah. So you don't feel like they're going through a checklist with you. Oh, he's got he's got a great smile. He's got great eyes, good hair. You don't feel like you sense a little bit of that when you're dating someone. And it can't just be just a checkbook. I'm sure they're looking at other things about you. Am I correct, Deana? Do you feel that
Absolutely.
women go through a little checklist? His hair is nice. He's got nice eyes.
Absolutely. I'm sure there are shallow girls out there that do stupid shit like that, but
Yeah.
there is still a checklist. Mine is nice hair, nice smile, good sense of humor, has a job, knows where the clitoris
That's
is.
a job. The job's not important.
Job's important.
But Bruce is not working. He don't have a job. So
That's retirement. That's different.
I still got an income.
See, there you go.
But no,
Fine,
I
I'll
honestly
rephrase my verbiage.
Yeah.
Has an income, not
Income.
even a job. Has an income.
Yeah,
Income.
job is passe. I mean, income
Yeah,
is the word.
income.
You know.
Yeah.
But I have no idea, John, because you know, when I was on the dating apps, it was bizarre some of the wish lists that you would find on for some of these women. I mean, they were like all over the freaking moon with, most of them were, looking for 6 foot, 6 figure, 6 pack.
The 6 number.
They're just all into the sixes,
Six,
and then they want the income to be 200 to 500,000 a year. So
yeah, but that's I think that's I do agree with you, Bruce. I do feel like there are some. I think they're not as high as everyone thinks there is. That number of what those women that are out there looking for.
You have not watched the interviews on the YouTube.
Yeah, no, I don't believe those. I don't listen to those because I think those girls are just. I think they're just saying that stuff because they know they're on YouTube. But I think the average woman
spotlighted, because they're on YouTube. They're sought out for a story.
Yeah, and they know they have to stick to whatever is out there that they feel that everybody thinks is what's out there. But for me, I think there's some average women that are out there that are not looking for the 6 foot. I do agree with you on one thing. I'll take this back. The height, I think, is a big issue with women. I'm not going to take that one away because that one does belong in there because I believe that most women do want to be shorter or equal height to a man. And they don't want their man to be shorter than them. I agree with that one. But I think the other ones, I think there might be a few women that are out there that are, yes, he has to have 6 figures, blah, blah, blah. But she may be a 6-figure income. Does she really want to date someone that's making less than her?
Well, you get to the thing where the man is dating down, because the woman's making less money, but when the woman is not going to date down when she's making the 6 figures, she wants somebody equal or above her, right? Yeah,
equal or above. I do believe there's some women that are out there, but I think the woman that is all right. Don't hate me, internet. But I do think the woman that's out there that's working at Subway isn't looking for the guy she's just hoping to find someone that's a better than what she's doing and can provide and be there for her more so than him being a millionaire or making $100K a year.
He's so optimistic, isn't he, Dee?
I am. I want to be. I want to give.
The plane.
I want women. I want to feel.
Let me know when
I
you get
want
off
to
that
feel-
island, John.
Yeah, I want it to feel like they're out there. There are those women that are out there. They're just looking for someone to be there with them, not just to provide, but like Deana says, to make them smile, be happy, feel safe, feel comfortable. I think they're still out there. I just think expectations and availability is so high up here now, where I think they know the numbers, Bruce. I believe women know that the numbers are 7-1 on dating apps when it comes to, how many guys are out there per woman. And number one, they are sincere. Women are tired. And let me hold on. Men who pretend that they're something they're not. Every woman has been lied to by some guy who just wanted to get into her pants. And that's not us. I just don't want to get in her pants. So we have learned to steer clear of certain men as soon as we notice dishonesty. Sincerity. You didn't name that as one of your picks, Deana. Why?
Because
Seriously.
I can spot it. I can probably figure out the sincerity thing on my own.
Yeah. So it's not important to you?
I mean, on the first date, you figure that out.
Yeah.
I guess is that.
How sincere are you on the first date, Bruce?
Me?
Seriously? Yeah. Do you look for that quality in a woman? Do you look for that on a date, Bruce?
Oh yeah.
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 How do you go about it?
How about?
Quit yawning here, John.
Yeah.
I mean, just through the conversation, and just finding out where she's at in her head and where she is in life. It kind of becomes obvious, where she is and where she's going, and whether you want to be in the picture or not. So.
Yeah, I'm with you there. There's certain questions I ask. I'm not going to say them on live on thing, just to kind of find out where she is in her head, and that kind of helps me with the sincere part and see where they're at, because a lot of times I think you're both trying to be sincere, but there's some, you don't want to be too sincere on the first date because you're afraid you might scare somebody off. Is that a possibility, Deana?
That makes total sense to me. Yeah.
You want to find out how bad I am? It's going to take 3 fucking dates. 3 dates.
Date 1 is the medium, the Disney princess version.
Yeah.
Date 2 is I might say something weird, and then I'll probably overanalyze it for like the next month and a half.
Yeah. Jennifer says, seriously, nobody dates down if you love them. That's true. I agree with that.
I love that. That's so sweet.
Yeah. See, Bruce, there's some good people out there. This is the second one that makes a boyfriend or husband real special, Bruce. They spend a lot of time with her. Deana. Playing hard to get, hot and cold, avoiding a woman or ignoring her to get her to like you might have worked in high school. It did. Oh God, did it ever? It worked great in high school, but now that you're a grown man who are serious about relationships, but not from a grown man who is serious about relationships. I don't know.
When you're cold, yes.
That song was my song when I was out dating hard. That was my song. I'm hot, then I'm cold. Brenda, if you're out there, you know what I'm talking about because you titled me. You titled me with that fucking song. This is a tough one because there's so many goddamn rules today. Bruce, am I right? When can I call you? When can I not call you? Can I hold your hand? Can I not hold your hand? Can I fucking tell you I love you on the first date?
Don't suffocate her, John. Don't suffocate her.
So this makes for a great boyfriend. They spend a lot of time with her. I call bullshit on this one because I think a lot of women today, and Bruce may agree with me, but I think a lot of women today want some free space time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, Bruce?
I agree with that statement.
Yeah.
Yeah. I am not a suffocator.
And I think this, for me, is hard to judge. And in a new relationship, how much time can I spend with someone, or how much time am I allowed? How do you work out that how much time is allowed before it becomes too late and it's an issue? Like, oh, you're here all the time. Oh, you're calling me all the time. I'm at work. You know what I mean? That's hard. That's a hard one.
That's clingy when they're calling you at work and shit.
Yeah. So I'm going to ask you, Deana. I've asked you this before. You go on a first date, and Bruce, you got to answer this one too. You go on your first date. How long should I wait to call you and ask you how the date went?
Oh God, at least give it 48 hours.
2 days.
How about you, Bruce? 48 hours.
I know you don't do this very often, Bruce, but
am I supposed to follow up?
Yeah, you're supposed to follow. Yeah, a text.
Now you tell me, John.
It was good. Dinner was good.
I wait for them to reach out.
You wait. See, that's where the problem we have. See, Deana, I'm like Bruce. I'm the same way. And then what ends up happening is we get titled that we're ghosting them, but we feel like maybe it should be in your hands because.
Yeah. If you're a grown ass woman and you feel like you had a connection with this person and you're like playing the game, oh, he should text me first. Is it the 1950s? No, you have texts. Just say, hey, I had a great time. It's been 48 hours. He hasn't messaged you yet. Just say, hey, I had a great time. It's a 4-second text.
So like, okay. I mean, I know that it shouldn't be done like the very next day, or even, and then because this is the other problem too. It's like nowadays, most of the time you're meeting someone somewhere, so you don't have that drive home to kind of get that extra time alone to kind of figure out if this is going to work out or not work out, or how she felt about the date. Because you really don't want to talk about the date, how it's going while you're on the date. That's bad. That's big time bad. But, after the date, having the ability to drive her home, right, Bruce? You got that one-on-one time in the car. You get in the driver home. You can get an idea if she likes you, she doesn't like you. Did you kind of hit it off? And, of course, we all know you run into that problem where you're deciding whether to walk her to the door. Can you not kiss her? We all know that one, but at least you had that little drive, to kind of, and nowadays it's just, okay, great. Boom. Kiss on the cheeks. Thanks for dinner. Boom, boom. She goes her way. You go your way. And, for a guy, I mean, it's just like, we're always trying to figure out, and am I right, Bruce, on this? We're always trying to figure out, was that a good date?
Oh yeah, well, the last few I've had, it was not like I picked her up at her house. We actually just met somewhere, and did the date, and then drove to our separate ways. And usually, I'll say, "Well, give me a text. Make sure you got home." So typically she'll reach out, send me a text. Made it home. Thanks. Had a great time. Let's do this again, and then it's just that convenient. We don't discuss the date outside. Just maybe comment, "Well, we had a good time" or something like that, but. Not detail. It's mostly like a check-in thing, just to make sure that person got home, and you're not gonna have the cops knocking on your door 2 hours later.
Yeah, and that's even kind of because that's kind of like even difficult too, because it's like, okay, you get that text back, I made it home. Do you continue? What do you write? A great.
Oh, I just acknowledge it and I said, hey, yeah, I'm glad you made it home. Thanks for.
And do you sit and wait a few minutes to see if something comes back, or does it usually end?
No, I just don't expect anything to. I mean, I'll acknowledge the text. Thank her for give me a heads up, let me know that she got home, and if she said something about the date, a great time, I'll say the same thing like that, and I usually let it go. We've had the conversation. We don't necessarily have to text for an hour after, so I hate texting anyway. So
I hate the text. Deana, I like to wait 4 days. No, I'm kidding.
Also, it depends on what you did on the first date too. Jimmy.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. That is true. I do like I do like your idea. That's not, I mean, I never thought about asking her, hey, text me when you get home. That's not a bad move, Bruce. You see, you taught this guy a thing too.
Well, it
Flip
covers your
flop
ass in
move.
case she disappears someplace. You go, she texted me. See?
Yeah. She FaceTimes you
Yeah.
from the club after you
Yeah.
dropped her. Yeah. After she got
Yeah.
home, she went to
Know
the
where she
club.
was, but she acknowledged she got home.
Yeah, she got home. Just say you got proof if the police come looking for you.
Right.
No, right here, man. She texted me, she got home, man. I don't know what happened to her after that.
See, that's why you get a Ring doorbell. Just get the Ring doorbell. It's like $4 a month.
Check the neighbor's Ring doorbell. Everybody's got a fucking
Yeah.
Ring doorbell. Yeah, so the spending a lot of time with her, I think that's something too that I think is, like I said, it's difficult to figure out how much time do you want to now that we're talking boyfriend. Now we're not talking first date or anything. This is your boyfriend. So I'm going to ask you, Deana, 1 week's time, how much time would you say you expect your boyfriend to spend with you in a week's time?
At least one evening.
Just one evening. That's shit. You're like Bruce. That's like the perfect girlfriend right there. One night a week. That's 4 nights a month. That's it, huh? Wow, Bruce. Would you be okay with that? Bruce, thumbs up. Bruce's thumbs up. 1 week. I thought for sure you would say a little more. So, but is that like a whole day, or is that a couple hours?
No, that's like come over at dinner time. We'll have an evening, watch a movie, and then if you fall asleep here, great. If you don't, get the fuck out.
Oh, so you're kicking him out. You're kicking him out.
Okay. I said if you fall asleep here, great. If you don't, you can leave.
Oh, the door's always open. There's some
Yeah.
money on the, there's money on the cab.
Optional.
Yeah. Oh, dude. How much time, Bruce, would you say you'd want to spend with somebody a week that was just your girlfriend?
God, I haven't had a girlfriend since I've been married, so
yeah,
I'm not sure.
You probably like Deana's idea. One night a week, baby. Yeah. 1 night a week.
Let's not overdo it,
Yeah. Well, I say because I think we're all different. I say I think you have hobbies and things that you do.
I'm usually busy, so
yeah. So you're always busy, but would you play golf with her?
No.
No.
What if she was an avid golf player and she was good at it?
Then she would be playing with her friends and I would be playing with my friends.
You wouldn't do a tournament with your girlfriend if she played golf with
that is like a rare occasion. Normally
it is very
playing
rare
with women and guys are playing with guys. You do not, unless you see a guy out there with his girlfriend and she's typically just riding around in the car with him.
Yeah.
Just to spend time with him. But very rarely do I see co-ed golf going.
Yeah. He's spot on, Deana. He's not, I'm not saying that because it's being jokingly, but that's true. Most of the time you'll see them because my aunt does that with my uncle. She wants to enjoy some time with him while he's golfing, but she's driving the cart. She doesn't play. She drives the cart. And then when you do go out there, you see a foursome of guys or you see a foursome of girls. You don't see, or women, sorry, but you hardly ever see couples playing golf together. It just doesn't happen. Yeah, it's kind of a weird thing. Yeah. It's kind of weird. I think it's weird.
I'm going to have to phone a friend on that one.
Phone a friend.
Yeah. I mean, it happens.
It's my dad. My dad is the friend.
It's just not a normal.
It's not normal. Thing. And then like even Bruce agree. Like even when they go to the driving range, I've seen wives sitting in the chairs watching their husband hit a bucket of balls. My aunt does it too. She'll just sit there and she'll have a book, and she'll sit in her chair, and my uncle will hit a bucket of balls about an hour and get out of there. Yeah. Yep. It's very seldom you're going to see them playing doubles together. And I'm sure your dad is going to say the same thing. I guarantee you he's going to say that. The other next thing that a boyfriend needs to have, Bruce, they are confident. Confident. Unlike a lack of self-esteem or arrogance, confidence is extremely attractive in men. While it is good to be able to make fun of yourself, men who make great partners know the difference between joking around and putting yourself down. and they don't put others down neither. They are confident in who they are and how they approach others, and they express their thoughts and opinions. They are aware that they make mistakes and are prepared to own them and press forward. Bruce, do you agree with that one, Bruce?
Yeah, don't be a simp.
Yeah, it's a tough one too, because that's a tough one, because it's just like, it's okay, Bruce. I guarantee you, Bruce agrees with this with me. It's okay to make fun of yourself and not take it serious when you're with your buddies.
Oh yeah. I mean, we give each other. We call ourselves. I mean,
Yeah.
We're out there on the golf course. You make a bad shot, and we just look at you. Just say to yourself, dumbass.
It's difficult to do it around women. It's difficult for us to kind of.
They may not interpret it the same way that we're doing it as guys in a group. It's all in fun. It's not serious. There's nothing serious meant about it. It's just a comment, a statement, and it's done. It's
done.
just nobody hangs on to it.
Yeah.
Women have to hang on to some stuff.
Yeah. I guess it's I don't know. The confident thing, I think, when you're looking at a guy that's confident, what are those qualities? What makes him confident to you, Deana?
There's a fine line, I mean, between confident and pompous, and that's really where the navigation lies.
Yeah. I mean, for me, I mean, it's kind of hard because, we got that, I did a Deana there. We got that we want to be macho. You know what I mean? Exactly. And when we're around our women, we want to be macho. We don't, to us, making fun of ourselves in front of our buddies is okay, but making fun of yourself in front of another woman, that's a little different, because you want to set that example that you're a man, and you know what I mean? And
right.
And you feel you're like if you show some of that. Yeah. If you show some of that sensitivity level. Yeah. You don't want to show too much of your sensitivity, because then you're, to some women that may be like, oh, what a I almost said the P word. What a pussy, but it's like, oh, or mama's boy, or you can't take a joke. And it's just, that's a fine line. But I think when they're talking about confidence, I think in this article, I think they're talking about the guy has the confidence to approach a woman. But see, this is her boyfriend. So it's like a different thing. It's like, what is a confident boyfriend? And what's the difference between a confident boyfriend and a confident guy approaching you? You know what I mean? That's like two different guys.
Yeah. And then there's what's the difference between a confident guy and a jealous guy?
Yeah. Yeah. See, that's where you get, I think that's where you got, that's a really fine line. Where is he confident or is he jealous? What's your dad say? Your dad said,
my dad just ended it as, she does not golf. That's just as far as he went with it.
Yeah. He's exactly. It's Bruce. I mean, it's been a while since I've been out on the golf course, but when I was out there, that was the thing. You saw groups, a foursome of guys, buddies, and you saw a foursome of women. It was just, that was the ladies play with the ladies, the guys play with the guys. And I think it has a lot to do with, the guy's gonna, the guys are out there. It
makes me so happy when you make that noise.
I mean, the guys are out there being guys,
Yeah, exactly.
And some of the ladies may not appreciate some of the conversation.
Yeah,
we're not talking about women, but we give each other crap.
Yeah, and you're smoking the cigars, you're drinking Fireball, you're fucking loosening up, you're getting away from the ladies. You just want to be out there and enjoy it.
We're everybody. No, we don't talk about the gals. I mean, that's just not a conversation that guys have.
And plus, Bruce doesn't want to sit there and wait for you ladies to hit off the ladies' tees. I mean, that's
because they have to set off a different set of tees. That typically I mean, unless they're really good, they're typically not hitting the same distance the guys are. And I mean, it's not bad, but it's just. I mean, if you want to go pee behind a tree, you can't even go pee behind a tree because you got the gal in the group, right?
Yeah. Hold on, hon. I gotta go to the tree over here. Are you looking for your ball over there? No. Number 3 or 4. They give compliments. Men who make great boyfriends and husbands later down the line ditch the small talk and engage in long, meaningful conversation.
Why
Brucey,
can't you say that with a straight face, John?
I can't
What's
say
the
it because
problem?
it's again. I mean, this
Hey, babe,
is
create a sandwich.
okay. I'm laughing because, like, reading this, and I get it. Decade after decade, everything changes. The women change what they're looking for, but when I read this, I was raised not that way. You know what I mean? Bruce is the same way. I mean, I'm not going to engage in long, meaningful conversations with my girlfriend. I'm not. And if put it this way, if Bruce and I would have had cell phones when we were teenagers, I guarantee you those are 3-4 minute conversations because we don't want to talk to them on the phone. I don't want to know about your whole day on the phone. I don't. I'm going to, it's going to be, hey, how you doing? I'm great. All right, good. I'll see you tomorrow. Okay. All right. Bye. That's it. And I do that to my daughter every day. Sorry, hon. I love you, but I don't even want to talk on the phone. So when I read this, ditch the small talk and engage in long, meaningful conversations, I get it. But again, like, is that something that's important to you, Deana? Do you want your boyfriend to sit there and just talk about the Ukraine, talk about fucking war and peace,
his feelings?
Oh my gosh.
Feelings.
I'm not Barbie. Oh my goodness. A check-in is nice occasionally.
Yeah,
hey, how are you? How you doing? How'd you sleep?
Yeah.
Did you eat today? That's pretty much all I expect.
They give her compliments, but not just about her looks. She might be beautiful, but she might also be hardworking, ambitious, kind, and witty. Attractive men notice these things about her and turn them into compliments. Now, I'm agreeing with you. I think it's important to give compliments. Hey, you look good. I think it's important. I might have been the guy. I'm sure Bruce has missed a few haircuts, that she had gotten that we didn't notice. We might have missed that she bought a new dress from time to time, when it might have missed she got her nails done, but
we're just not that observant.
We're not programmed that way. I mean, it's just, I think God really just shut that switch off. See, I think God was putting our shit together and goes, man, I don't need that.
No, I mean, I would come home and she's got her hair up and she gets mad because I didn't notice she had a haircut. You got your hair up.
Which
how
one?
How am I going to notice that? Yeah, which one was cut?
Yeah, I mean, okay, Deana, and I know you're a lot different. You're a lot easygoing and relaxed, and I don't picture you as the person that needs to have that compliment every day. But I think you're also, if you do get your hair done, you think he should pick up on that.
Sure, absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
But make it obvious.
I mean, it doesn't hurt to tell your woman once in a while, hey, you look really nice today. Yeah. Even if you're not being specific.
What, a slap of the ass is good enough?
Can you follow it with, hey, you look really hot today?
Oh, maybe, yeah, I guess you can.
Yeah, I think that's important.
Nice ass, babe.
Slap on the ass.
Babe, slap. You look great today.
Yeah, you look great. Slap on the bottom. I do. I mean, compliments are important, but it's just like, all right. If your boyfriend and girlfriend, I think that's something that takes place a lot, maybe the first 3 or 4 months. Bruce, am I right? I think we do go a little extra those first couple months. Hey, you look good tonight, or hey, you look beautiful. Oh man, that looks, your eyes look great, or with
Yeah, well,
that.
that's part of the courtship.
That's part of the courtship. And I think
Yeah.
that kind of, in a way, as years go by, I mean, like me and Bruce, we were married for 20 plus years. It's not like I'm going to get up every day and go, you look absolutely beautiful. Unless I need to get, I want some, then I might get up and say, wow, you look fucking great. You look great with bed hair. You know what I mean?
Damn, baby, you look awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. But see, I'm bringing that up because this is about boyfriends that are going to make great husbands someday. And I think these people that wrote this, I don't think they understand that courtship eventually wears off, and
Exactly.
you move on. So it's not like we're going to get up. Guys are not going to get up every day and have a checklist of, hey, what I need to say to, oh man, you made the hell out of that sandwich. Wow. I never seen you change a diaper so quick. It's just not, we're not programmed. We're not programmed that way. And I hope that's not like, and I get it. I mean, it's nice if you've been married for 20 years for your wife to hear, when she does get dressed up and you're going somewhere and you say, wow, you look absolutely amazing tonight. I think most of us guys are going to do that, right, Bruce? You're going to notice that,
Yeah.
But coming home on a Tuesday after a 12-hour work day and not noticing you had gotten a haircut, I think should be off that list. Correct, Bruce?
Been there, done that.
We're not going to pick that up. Not after a 12-hour day. We're not just, it's not going to happen. But yes, I do agree that, when she does go out of her way to get dressed up that you're going somewhere, I think it's important for a guy to go, oh, you look absolutely amazing tonight, hon. That dress looks amazing on you. I can't wait to tap that ass when we get back from this party. Something like that, Hold on. I just said something bad. I got to put that up. There you go. All right. They give their full attention, Bruce. You got to give them their full attention. How much attention do you need? Yeah, Bruce, you asked the question for me right there. Deana, answer Bruce's question. For how long?
I guess it depends on what you're doing.
Yeah. A woman wants to be on a date with a man who is more interested in his wait a minute. Did I write that right?
Wait a
No
minute.
woman wants to be on a date. Okay, I did write that right. Doesn't want to be on a date with a man who is more interested in his phone. Men who make great partners know she deserves their full attention, and they give it. They pay attention to what she's saying and ask questions to get to know her better. Most importantly, they are actually interested in her answers. Bruce, I'm going to hit you with this one first. Are you a good listener, Bruce?
Well, no, I agree. Especially if you're going through the, the courtship phase of the relationship and stuff like that. Yeah, I mean, you're gonna ask her questions, and hopefully listen to her. Put the phone in your back pocket, put it away.
Can you use the phone to take notes? Can you use the phone? Can you tell her?
Put it on record so that you can, come back over the menu with it, and and you said on our first
at
date
10:15 at Applebee's. At 10:15 at Applebee's, you said you liked anal.
But yeah, I mean,
wow,
you
took that a little far. You accelerated that pretty quickly.
Yeah, I mean, be attentive, and but you'll find sometimes that you're on a date where that's all they're going to do is talk about themselves.
Yeah,
and not let you get words in at all, and that's like a bad sign. But
yeah, that's the tough one. When it's when knowing when to come in on her conversation, and it's like, okay, you're like, okay, and then she keeps going, and you're like, yeah, I need to fix something. So here, hold on, guys. I think I got that wrong keyboard, John. God damn it! I'm typing I got two keyboards in front of me, and I'm typing something, and I'm trying to fix it. There we go. Now. Okay, perfect. It's good now. Here we go. Let's try it now. There it is to my female co-host Deana.
Oh, there you go.
Now
We
it's
do
fixed.
have a hate mail email address. I
Send
don't
it to
remember
her.
what it is.
Yeah, just send them to Deana. It's all good. Don't worry about it. Where was I? Your full attention. Yeah, I mean, no, I'm with Bruce. I think it's important you put your phone away and you're paying attention to be a good boyfriend. And again, during the courtship part, does this trends into a great boyfriend and a great husband? Get ready, ladies, because we kind of shut it off from time to time.
I was gonna say later in life, you just normally get nod your head and go, "Yes, dear."
Yes, dear. Yes,
and
dear.
Really just don't have to even tune in. Just got to have this.
Just don't do it all the time.
Okay.
She will catch on.
Yeah. So, Deana, would you like 10, 15 years in, you're married? What is acceptable? About 50% of he took in, or what would be your number?
I would be happy with 50%.
50%. So you just got to remember 50% of the stuff that she says, and then the rest of the stuff.
The important stuff, though. That's the thing. You have to have that filter. Like, oh, this is important. I have to remember this.
Well, the problem is when a woman tells a story, she
hold on.
It just keeps going all over the place.
Send
so
it never has. To Bruce.
It doesn't have a beginning or a middle or an end. It has subtitles and branch offs and wanders away. And
you completely forgot.
Just tell me the end of the story. It's the only one important thing that we need to know is the end of the story.
Yeah.
We don't really need the beginning or the middle or the subtitles or the wanders. We just need the end.
Like you could tell us like serious thing to do, and you're going off in these subtitles, sub stories, and by the time you're all done, all we remember hearing is we either lost interest or all we remembered is don't forget to take the trash out.
Yeah.
That's it. It's like you could have went into this full detail.
Forget to take the goddamn trash out. That's the funnier part.
You can't lead with that. You have to end with it.
You have to end with it.
Yeah, because we're not going to remember the beginning or the middle. We just need the end. The branches are not only in your world.
You got to start with the most important thing. Get to the point, because we just can't take all that stuff in, and we want to be good boyfriends and we want to be good husbands, but it's difficult because we have
a short attention span.
Yeah, it's just I mean, a perfect example. Perfect example. I'm watching 2.5 Men today, and Alan's getting ready to tell his ex-girlfriend, boyfriend that they used to date, and her boyfriend thinks he's somebody else. He changed his name so he can hang out with and see what her new boyfriend was like, and he ended up being buddies with him, and then he ends up telling him. And what does she do to get him to stop being angry? She opens her shirt up and goes, "Boobies," and he goes, "Ooh, boobies, boobies." See, that's how quick. It's just like that. It's like we've forgotten all the bad details. We just heard we saw boobies. It's like boobies. Ooh, boobies. But yeah, I mean, it's tough. Don't get me wrong. I
so simple.
Being a good boyfriend and being a good husband.
Don't try that, D.
Yeah. And Bruce, you agree with me, and I think Deana would agree with me. Being a good boyfriend and being a good husband are two different things, and it changes. Boyfriend, husband are two separate things. Do you agree or disagree with me on that one? What you do as a boyfriend is going to always change what you do as a husband.
I feel like if you're in a long-term relationship, what you do as a boyfriend should resemble what you're gonna do as a husband.
Somewhat. Those things Bruce brought up a great word, and it's courtship. Then that's the courtship part of it, and we know we need to do. Oh, this is gonna be bad. We know we need to do these things right here to get you to maybe someday sleep with us and marry us. Okay. True, Bruce?
Well, yeah, but they play the same game.
They play the same game too. They play the same game too. But
It's
as
all
you-
good till the ring comes on.
yeah, and then things change, and again, a lot of things come into play. I
Yep.
mean, number one, you got married now. You're living together, most likely now. That changes the whole dynamics. Eventually, there's going to be a kid. That changes the whole dynamics of things. And then work changes. A lot of times now, both of you are working 40 hours a week. You know, you're
Yeah,
coming
no.
home, you're
More.
both tired.
Financials and shared money and
A
all that
lot
stuff.
changes. So trying to say what a good boyfriend is
Who's
to
making
make a good
sandwich?
husband.
I mean,
Yeah, making a sandwich. I mean, Brucey, look at that. Look at that
Yeah.
sandwich.
Look
Bruce.
at that sandwich.
That's how it's made, baby.
Did you get her number?
I'm gonna find that woman whoever
Yeah.
made that sandwich. But yeah, I think that you know these are two things, two separate things. I think that I don't think they taken in consideration making this article, and I think you're right, Deana. There should still be some of that stuff that moves into the husband role, but I don't think all of that's going to flow into that husband role. You're going to change. I'm going to change. You know what I mean?
Well,
You
as soon
just
as
hope for the
enter
best.
A domestic partnership, everything changes.
Everything
Whether
changes.
you know, now it's a shared responsibility. Now it's I can resent you for not doing the thing that I didn't want to do.
Damn
Partnership.
it, you didn't take the trash out like you promised.
Well, Liz,
You're a man. You're supposed to do the man chores, like mow
Liz.
the lawn.
Again, Liz, boyfriend, husband. This is the boyfriend is trying to get over here to the husband part.
No.
Not all the time. Not all the time. Not all the time. But young Bruce did.
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
not talking about
that was back when dinosaurs were on the earth.
Yeah, that's when you were still using the Flintstone car. You guys had to put your feet down there. But yeah,
I ate your vitamins.
And again,
remember that
you're right.
dinosaurs are extinct now, John.
Yeah. They're fossil fuel. Fossil fuel. No, I'm kidding.
Oh,
I'm kidding.
Lord.
There's no such thing as fossil fuel people out there. Wake up. But no, I think you're right, though, Bruce. I think, you know, what you and I are looking for in a relationship is not what we wanted when we were 20. When we were 20. That's not to say, and Bruce will say no, but it's not to say that it can happen. It can. I mean, you never know. You may just one day
win the lottery and get struck twice.
Yeah,
by lightning.
I mean, you know, there might be that. Hey, Bruce, there might be that woman.
You might be that lucky.
Yeah, there might be that woman that's going to make you move your stuff out of your cave and into the other cave. I'm telling you, it may happen. It may happen.
It's a pretty big might.
Really
but as far as full attention, I mean, again, that's another thing that's going to change from boyfriend to husband. And that's just life, man. Things happen, man. You're working, kids, fucking, you know, Bruce, you know, wants his alone time. I want my alone time, you know? So yeah, you know, your full attention, it changes. It changes as you get older. Yeah, stuff was so different when you were 20. Yeah, you're 20. I had more energy, man. I could go 3 or 4 times. Now, you know, you're lucky twice. I mean, I get tired.
Talking to the bathroom a day or at night?
Send your hate mail to Deana, people. Send it to Deana. Send it to Deana. They remember her likes and dislikes, Brucey. Men who pay attention use this to their advantage. We use this to our advantage. They remember her likes and interests and use these to surprise her and show her that they are paying attention. They turn them into dates and gifts and get bonus points for their effort. Ooh, I like the bonus point part. Bruce, your thoughts? All right, Bruce, I'm going to throw you a curveball. Name one thing that's super important to remember in a relationship.
Well, your anniversary.
Your anniversary. Come on. Number 2.
Your birthday.
Her birthday. Number 3.
Huh?
Number 3.
Number 3. When her period is coming in the month.
Jesus Christ. Let me put that back up here. Hold on. her menstrual cycle. Bruce is remember her menstrual cycle.
You do get a clue though, because the mood changes.
Oh man, that's good. Gina, what do you think number 3 should be?
Oh Lord.
Go ahead.
I don't know now because
Stop
Bruce
me.
set me off track with the fucking menstrual cycle
All righty,
thing.
you ready for it? Number 3 is the day you met. The date you met, that first date. Those are the 3. Bruce got 2 out of 3. That's pretty fucking damn good. Your boyfriend material, Bruce. Your boyfriend
Isn't
material.
anniversary and your first date the same
Anniversary? No, because
I would
your wedding
think,
anniversary.
unless you get married, then it's different. But yeah.
Oh, I guess I haven't been married in a long ass time.
Yeah. So those are the 3 dates that are super important to remember. And
I like mine better.
Oh, yeah. No, the birthday's a big one, man. Guys, you gotta know your girl's birthday.
Thank God they got smartphones. You can plug that frickin' into the phone. You know.
All right, and number 4 is a weird one, and I am surprised by this one, Deana, because this one kind of shocked me, and you're gonna laugh, but I don't know why this is an issue. Why guys can't remember what color eyes their girlfriends have? Why is that? Look at Bruce. It's like, yeah. Why do you? I know we're looking somewhere else.
Take
Not really.
A picture, stupid.
Yeah. Why do you think that is, though? That's a weird one. Because you can do that to just about any guy, and he will turn around and look into her eyes.
What color are they?
No, sorry.
What color are your eyes again, hon?
Hazel.
Hazel.
If her nipples were the same color as her eyes, I guarantee you he would remember.
Yeah. See, you got a good one. You got to keep her, Liz. You got to keep her if you can remember the color of your eyes. Oh,
that was just... if they're blue, then it's like a 99% chance. So
yeah, it's trippy that's falls into our category. That fucking.
But hey, even on a guy, I have 2 different color eyes. So
yeah.
Ooh, David Bowie syndrome.
Yeah,
I have one eye that's blue, or one eye that's half blue and half hazel. But
you're
the
a
hazel
fucking vampire,
green.
Bruce. You're a vampire.
It's one in a million. The eye.
I heal to suck your blood.
Everybody goes, when they notice, they ask me if I see different. I said, yeah, I see color in half the eye and black and white in the other half.
Yeah. Well,
do you really?
No.
No, she's fucking with you. Sometimes I wonder if Deana's not a blonde. I wonder if Deana's not blonde.
Yeah, D, that's it. That's why now this half is black and this half is in color.
Oh yeah, I got something for Deana.
When I have one eye closed.
Okay, Deana, what is important for us to remember when it comes to likes and dislikes?
Remember her favorite flower. Remember her favorite meal.
Mm-hmm.
Remember her favorite movie. It does. It seems trivial, but it is important.
Favorite position.
Yes, that's actually another good one. Thank you.
Yeah, that's why I left to send your hate mail to Deana up there.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Send your hate mail to me about your favorite position.
Yeah, what is your favorite position? Tell us in less than
doggy style.
Doggy.
There was no hesitation. You notice that at all?
Yeah, and you're ready for this one, Deana? Brucey, what is important for them to remember our dislikes and likes?
Let's see, sex and food.
Sex and food, baby.
Put it in.
Take it out. Take it out. Yeah,
we're not complicated.
Yeah. No, your favorite restaurant, your favorite food. I get that. Birthdays, anniversaries are important. Kids' birthdays, dude. There's nothing worse than a dad not remembering a kid's birthday. Remember your kid's birthday. It gets a little tougher
your own
for me.
Children's birthdays. Jesus Christ. If you don't know your own kids' birthdays, there's a problem with you.
Yeah. I could understand back in the days.
Plug it into your damn calendar, guy.
Yeah. I can understand it how maybe it was difficult back in the days because the dads weren't in the rooms, they were outside smoking cigars and cigarettes. But nowadays, you should know because you're standing right there
outside the cave. Yeah,
the doctor yells at the time, and the date. Our doctor said November, like Hope, November 9th, and then the exact date, the time that she was born. They wrote it down, so it's like right there. And then when you sign the paper, the birth certificate, it says it right there, the date and the time the kid was born, dude.
Can't miss it.
You literally have to write. You literally have to write the kid's name,
and hopefully your name's on there too.
Yeah, hope to God your name's on there. Time out.
Time out. Get more beer.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, it's again that I think that again is something again they should have talked about in this article about boyfriend and girlfriend.
When was this written and by whom?
It's written by a couple different studies.
Oh, okay.
No, we don't feel sorry for Deana, Liz. Deana takes our crap. She adds to because we don't have a female co-host. We need to get another female co-host on the show.
They keep bailing on John. He keeps running.
Yeah, we need to get somebody on the show regularly to help Deana out with the boys. And it's even worse, Liz, when Kevin's here. When Kevin's here, she's totally outnumbered. So
she's in a threesome there at that point. So
yeah. But yeah, I think it's different. I mean, what you need to remember as a boyfriend is going to change as the relationship moves forward. But again, if you get married, guys, come on, man. Know the color of your wife's eyes. Know the first date you had together. Remember that date. Remember your anniversary date. And God forbid, dude, don't forget your girlfriend's birthday. Don't forget her birthday. That's free sex day. That's free sex day.
And remember, this is the or.
Yeah. Remember that. A good boyfriend / husband. They are thoughtful, Bruce. Women like to know that their partners has thought about them. It's as simple as that. Men who make great boyfriends know this is utilized and know and how to utilize it. It could be buying her favorite candies, the books she wants, the wine she likes, anything that they know she'll enjoy that sends the message, I was thinking of you.
Yeah, picking up dinner on the way home.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, that's the thing, though. That should be pretty way up there when a guy does that. Deana, yes or no? Hey, I stopped and got dinner.
Yes.
Yeah. But guys, call her and let her know you're doing that because there's nothing more pissed off than a woman that just cooked dinner and you walk in with dinner.
Yeah, you better check in before you
don't do that.
Yeah, just give her a call. Hey, hon, I know you're tired.
Unless you have and you don't like what she's making for dinner.
Yeah, I know. I did that and we almost got divorced. Yeah, that was a bad one, man. I will share that story because it was so long ago.
Oh, I did that too. But there's something I told her that I would not eat, and she decided to make it. And she found out when I brought McDonald's home that I was not going to eat that.
Yeah, Trina had maybe 2 dishes when I married her that she could make, and I enjoyed them. I really did enjoy them. But she knew that I really loved my mom's meatloaf, and the way my mom made meatloaf. It was a lot different than American meatloaf. It was just, they had ham in there. There was eggs in there, boiled eggs in there, onions, garlic. It was a lot of stuff that was inside the meatloaf that my mom made. She tried to make it and it wasn't fully cooked. It was pretty nasty. It did missing a lot of the seasoning. So I took I'm a good husband. We just got married. I think we've only been married for 2 weeks. And, she made this meatloaf. I came home. I was excited. I was like, oh shit, And she says, yeah, I called your mom. I got the recipe, everything. And I made it just like your mom. So I was like excited. It looked like it. You know what I mean? I looked at that fucking meatloaf and I was like, all right, that looks just like mom's. And she cut into it and it was still bleeding. It was pretty nasty. And I was just like, I said, you know what? I'm going to Jack in the Box. I'm going to get a steak sandwich. And dude, all hell broke loose. All hell broke loose. She's screaming back. And it's like, you did you marry me for my cooking? I was like, well, obviously no, but just She did
You
get
know,
better as a cook, though.
yeah.
She did get better.
It was funny because mine was also over meatloaf.
Yeah.
But the
Oh, was
fact
it
that
too?
yep, but the fact that I hate it.
You hate meatloaf.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. I loved the way my mom made it. It was just there was she would grill the onions first and then put it in the mix. So there was like grilled onions in there. There was eggs, boiled eggs, and she would cut them up in pieces. So that was in there. There was ham in there, chunks of ham. It was delicious. It was
Yeah,
I wish she was
we grew up poor folk, so it was
yeah,
meatloaf, shepherd pie, lime
yeah,
and beans, frozen vegetables,
yeah. I
tuna
loved her.
casserole. To this day, I cannot eat meatloaf or tuna casserole.
Yeah, and then she would pour tomato sauce around it, so the tomato sauce would cook within the meatloaf, and it was just it's beautiful.
Oh, yuck.
Mom, if you're up there, come back down here and make that meatloaf. So okay, where were we?
I don't know.
Oh, they are thoughtful. How thoughtful do you want your
thoughtful.
boyfriend? What is a thoughtful thing for your boyfriend to do? We already said bring dinner home, but what is a thoughtful thing for a boyfriend to do for you?
Check on her car for her.
Nice. Check the oil for her.
Check the oil. Make sure her windshield wipers are working nicely. Make sure she doesn't have any dead headlight bulbs.
The favorite candies, a book she wants, buy her flowers, a bottle of wine. None of that.
Bottle of wine is.
Yeah, I was gonna say
wine.
a good IPA beer.
A good beer. Yeah.
Good beer.
That's a good one. A good meal. If you could find me a good restaurant, like, hey, this is a restaurant that I really want you to
You're
try.
tough. You're tough. I don't know if everybody knows this, but Deana's a vegan.
I am not vegan. I am pescatarian.
She's one of those damn things. She won't eat meat.
I don't eat mammals or birds.
You don't eat anything with a face.
I still eat fish.
She just doesn't eat anything that walks.
Yeah.
Yes. If it has legs, I don't eat it. There you go.
She don't eat it. That's got to be tough.
It's not. It's really
when you come to California, I'm going to cook this my best fucking tri-tip.
No, I don't eat chicken. I don't eat turkey. Pescatarian means fish. Fish. It has a face but no legs. Okay, I want you to.
That's perfect. Perfect. Would you like that if your boyfriend came over and just cleaned your house for you?
Oh my God. I might cry when I came home if my house is clean.
I was gonna say she'd probably have an orgasm.
I might strip right at the front door. The door might not even be all the way closed and be like, take me.
Honey, look, boobies.
Let me suck all of your dick. Let me suck all of it.
Liz likes I like my meat, Liz says. Oh man. That's tough. It's tough. Yeah, but I like that. Cooking, come home, cook dinner for her, send her some flowers at work,
That's a good one too. It makes her feel special when you get a little bunch of, it doesn't even have to be the expensive bunch. Go on whatever delivery flower site there is. It's FTP something.
Yeah.
And have the cheapest bundle they have sent to her. It could cost you like $20.
Oh, I did the 1 year where I signed up for this subscription and they sent her a new flower plant every month.
Oh, that's nice, Bruce.
That's cute.
Pretty. Now, plants are better.
I can't do plants. I kill plants. So send me flowers. Send me fake plants. I love fake plants.
Well, now you got the app. Just scan it. It'll tell you exactly how, when, and not to water it.
See, that's why none of my plants are dying in my house because they're all plastic.
Yeah, I was going to say because you have a.
Right. Exactly.
I was going to say because he has a maid that fucking waters.
Well, I do have a housekeeper, but she only comes in once a month to scrub the house down. But I keep it clean other than that. So
yeah, they are there when she needs them. Again, boyfriend, husband. That's
okay.
I think boyfriend. That's one thing, but husband, you better be there when she needs you.
Yeah. That one transcends all relationship statuses. If she needs you, say there's a death in the family, or one of her parents is sick, you
Yeah.
best be there. I don't care
Yeah.
what your relationship status is. You show the fuck up.
Yeah. It
No,
says they don't bail on a woman.
No,
when
I
it
had
gets
one
tough.
girlfriend. She drove up to Tahoe with a bunch of her friends. I didn't get invited. Her car broke down, but it was up at the cabin.
Bruce is
Her
like,
parents
figure it
couldn't
out.
get up there, so the dad got me the part. I drove all the way up to the Tahoe, crawled into her car in the snow, fixed her car to get it so she could drive it back home, and she seemed like less thrilled to even see me as I got up there to fix her car.
Oh wow, dude! I would have
So-
rigged it so it broke down again.
I know. I
Does
fixed her
anyone
car.
else feel like that's an episode of Friends? Because
Yeah,
that's an episode of
yeah.
Friends.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, I fixed her car. I was so disappointed with the response that I just hopped back in my car and drove back home the same day.
Yeah. She didn't like the fact that she needed you.
Yeah, apparently, or
Yeah,
I was
that's what
just
it is. Yeah.
interrupting her fun because her boyfriend came up to her, and she was away for the weekend, away from her boyfriend. It was like, I really came up to her to fix your car.
Yeah. I didn't come here to get
Right.
laid.
You
Yeah.
call me, bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, your parents called me because they couldn't get up there, So here
Yeah.
I drive all the way up to frickin' Tahoe, 3-hour drive, fix your car, and
Yeah.
3-hour drive back home. And
You're a good
You're
man, Bruce.
welcome.
yeah, that relationship didn't last much longer after that.
Yeah. If she's sick, they show up with hot chicken soup. If she's sad, they're there to comfort and support her. Here, honey, I got a shoulder for you to cry on. And then she puts her head down there and you get a boner. And it's time to get,
It's always a motive.
That went from 0 to 60 very, very
That's-
quickly.
that's the only, I'm sorry, but that's the only reason why the boyfriend's there. That's
I
the
love
truth.
you, honey.
I love you. Are we going to do this? Are you still in the mood? Are you in the mood? I know your grandma
Just
died.
rest
But
your head on my thigh.
I know I know your grandma died, but that doesn't mean we have to not, come on.
See, that move works a lot better if you know where
Yeah.
the clitoris is.
Yeah. They
Row
offer
the
to
boat,
help.
row the boat, row the boat.
Yeah. They offer to help. Men who make
Row.
great partners are ready and willing to show up. There you go, Bruce. That's it. You're fitting that category. Up for the task and be of use to their girlfriend. They let her know that she can turn to them anytime. You can turn to them anytime. They show her that they want to make her life easier.
You gotta
And she
toss
truly
that.
here's the
that
part right
cape
here,
on
Bruce.
Every once in a while, John, put that.
Here's the
cape
part, Bruce, and she truly appreciates it in return.
On. Oh yeah, well, there you're kind of asking for much.
Oh, that's a good one. This next one, it's a tough one for us guys. It's a tough one, Bruce. They truly listen to her. They truly listen to her. No one enjoys a relationship where they don't get to talk about themselves, and no one wants to talk if they feel unheard by the other person. So great partners learn to truly listen, Bruce. I don't know why I said your name there. They ask questions, engage in conversation, and show interest in what she's talking about. Brucey, your thoughts on that one?
No.
It's gonna happen.
He
It's
just
gotta
went, no. You're not going to
shit.
show interest in what you're talking.
I am
Here's a
tough.
question.
right up to
Can
the end
you-
of the story.
At the end, it's the
Are
last
you
sentence.
feigning interest? Like I'm pretending to be interested and like do the fake
Yeah.
active listening?
Yeah,
That's a smart move.
because you could be like, okay, go ahead, start a story. I'm going to show you what a guy is thinking while you're talking. So just start saying him something. Go ahead.
So today at work, there were
God, her
like a
boobs look
million
so good
complaints
tonight
about.
in that shirt, man. Go ahead.
I
Go
didn't even
ahead.
make it 3 seconds before I heard boobs.
Yeah, I'm just go ahead. Keep going.
I can't now because you're thinking about boobs. I can't take it seriously.
That's what a guy's doing. You could be talking about making this and doing that and how your day went. And the guy's going, God, she looks great tonight, man. I wonder what she did. Well, I wonder if she cooked
Dude,
something. Oh, did I remember to
wanna
shut the
know
lights off at work?
Do you want to know the men are from Mars, women are from Venus situation of that whole scenario? Your woman comes home from work and starts bitching. Just grab her ass and start kissing her. I promise she will shut up.
Yeah. Oh, some guys don't want to talk about themselves. Time to stop. It's the truth.
That's true. That is
It's the
very
truth.
true.
And
Dudes
look,
don't like being vulnerable. That's just
and
a dude
yeah,
thing.
and it's not just the guys, because when the guys sharing a story, this is you guys. You guys are like, oh, did I remember to shut the oven off? Oh, did the kids get lunch for tomorrow? Did I get? You guys are going through that same. It may not be gotta wonder what's in his pants shit, but your guys are going through this huge fucking list
We
as
have
well.
short stories. I went
Yeah,
to play golf. We had
but
a good time with the guys. The end.
the end.
Yeah,
The
I'd
end.
be like, who was there? What'd you talk
Yeah.
about?
Yeah.
Joe, Tim, and
Who
Frank.
won?
Yeah.
Joe.
Did
See, that's
anyone get drunk?
no, you wouldn't ask
Of
that.
course.
Yeah,
Yes,
you
I
wouldn't.
would. Did anyone get drunk? And then elaborate. That's just me. I
Yeah. I
must
mean,
be
I get you.
maybe I'm a crazy person.
Yeah.
I like those stories. That's interesting
Mm-mm.
to me. Time out, dogs are ringing bells to go
Yeah.
outside.
Yeah.
Oh, food's here.
Yeah, they are. Let me go to the next one. They find common ground. The success of a relationship often depends on whether or not you share the same core values and beliefs. So, when men who make great partners don't shy away from these topics. So, yeah, again, you get into that, all right, Bruce, do you feel like you're more willing to share your that kind of stuff during a boyfriend girlfriend than you are as a husband and wife?
Well, no, because I think a husband and wife will know each other better eventually.
Yeah,
Boyfriend girlfriend is a building relationship usually.
we are
But
glad that you have the night off, Liz.
yeah, but yeah, I mean, obviously you want to have some common ground and common interest in life things,
Yeah.
politics, ideas.
Ooh,
Yeah, that's a big thing.
I could never date a liberal. No, I'm
No,
kidding. I could. I just.
but yeah, I mean, you want to have some similarities and something in common with each other.
Yeah, it's also important to enjoy doing things together. So they talk. So talk about their hobbies and find compatibility. Brucey, I like golfing. Can I go golfing with you, Bruce?
No.
No. I'll set you up a tea time with the girls. Deana, your thoughts?
Common ground? Absolutely.
Yeah.
You can't just have the relationship as the relationship. You have to find something to do together.
Yeah, sex is good common ground.
I mean, yeah, but you can't have a relationship entirely based on sex. Like, we like sex and watching Netflix movies while we both watch our phones
and eating hot pastrami
sandwiches. Yeah. That's not such a bad thing.
It's not a bad thing. It's not. I mean, I think it's a good thing, but no, that's a tough one.
I'm just here for my quickie tonight.
Yeah.
Okay. See you next week.
Yeah, I think too, you do a lot of extra things when you're boyfriend and girlfriend than you do once you get married. I think you're trying to make that you're trying to get to a relationship. You're trying to keep that boyfriend and girlfriend relationship and hopefully move on to the next chapter in your life. So it's more likely that the guy goes, yeah, you want to come golfing with me? Yeah, great. Come on. You're more likely to say that, or, hey, me and the guys are going out to have a drink. You want to join us? You're more likely to do that in the boyfriend girlfriend category than you are to say when you're married. Like, again, things change. You want a little bit more space, a little more freedom, some more guy time. So, and you don't want to be that married guy that brings your wife to, drinks with your buddies. Correct, Ruth?
Awkward.
You don't want to be that guy. You don't want to be that guy.
I am the girlfriend that got brought as the friend to drink with the buddies. I was that girl.
You probably outdrink all of them, so that's probably why you invited.
I did. I caught up quite well, actually.
You're the drinker that ends up being the DD.
Yep.
They show her how special she is, Brucey. Do you do that for your girlfriend? You show her how special she is? Your wife? Did you show your wife?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Toby says you better.
Yeah. And some of us, you
I
know,
mean,
we had,
otherwise, what's the point?
yeah. Some of us had trophy wives. So, you know, we wanted to show her off a little bit, you know? So that's all right. The key, the key to wooing a woman and making her feel special is doing the small things. That means the world to her. Correct, Deana? Doing the small things.
Yeah,
What are
Checking
your
my
examples of the
oil.
unless you
small
get
things?
criticized because you're not doing it right. Damn it.
Yeah.
What are your small things? Taking out the trash? Taking out the trash is great.
No,
Let
I
me
think
catch
like,
you vacuuming, and I
yeah,
will
the
hunt
small
you.
things I think are like showing up at your work and saying, "Hey, it's lunchtime. Do you want to go have lunch?" That's a small thing, but kind of a cool thing to do.
That's a big thing. That's a giant gesture. You just took a giant chunk out of your day to meet with me for lunch. To me, that's a big thing.
Okay. Might be a little different for other girls, but yeah, I think that's like
other girls are stupid and stop
they're
it.
stupid. They're stupid. Send all your hate, all you stupid girls out there.
Go
Send
take
your hate
car
mail
out.
to me, and I'm going to make an event
Yeah,
that's going to
send
be
that
like
hate
how to
mail
not
to
suck as
the
a
two
girlfriend and win a
people.
one.
Go grab a car and get it washed and fill it with gas.
Yeah,
you know?
get her car, fill it up
That is
with gas.
that is an amazing gesture.
Yeah.
Yes.
Everybody
Go get her
send your
oil
hate
changed
mail
for her.
to
Yup.
Deana for using clarifying you all as stupid, like Kamala Harris did, saying that everyone between the ages of 21 and 35 are stupid. So send those hate mails to Deana and Kamala Harris. All right, move on.
Go ahead and send them to me. I don't care. I kind of agree with Kamala on that one.
Yeah. Small things, for instance, take notes of important dates. We already talked about that, such as your first date or the day you met. See, it's important to remember the day you met. I don't know. I know the day. I know when I met her for the first time, my wife, but I don't remember the day. I know it was in June sometime, but I don't like. She would have be right here next to me right now and said, "What was the date or even our first date? Our first date was at Mallard's. I took her to Mallard's for dinner, and I couldn't tell you what day that was. I can't remember. I'm sure she could. She could probably tell me the dress she was wearing, what I was wearing, what car we took, all that. What she ordered, what I ordered, I couldn't tell you that. I was just looking at boobs the whole time. And I'm sure Bruce is the same way. I'm sure Bruce, that's all he was, you know, he knows they went on a first date, but he can't tell you the day it was.
It was a while before we actually went on the first date once we met.
Yeah.
We were both seeing other people at the time, so we were in relationships, but we were
me too, Bruce.
Trying to wind our other dating things down so that we could actually do the dates. So,
and the last one, they remind her that she's on their mind. Do you like that? Like just to shoot a text, "Hey, how is your day going?"
Oh yeah, I would do that all the time.
Yeah.
That's heart melty to me. That makes me. Hey, I just had a really bad dream. What did you sleep like? Or hey, just good morning.
Good morning.
Well, mine was because I left so early in the morning. She wasn't even up half the time, so she'd. So I would, after a while, I would text her, "Hey, morning, sunshine."
Yeah.
Shit like that, or I would text her during the day, thinking about you.
Stop doing that.
I saw this hot chick and I was thinking about you. They ask her about her day, send her funny memes when they know she's having a hard day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
My love language is funny memes. Send me funny memes. It doesn't matter what time.
This one's a tough one. They show her their vulnerable side. It's tough for guys. I think it's a tough one, man.
I feel like it's harder the older you get too.
Yes.
The older y'all 50-year-olds are tough eggs to crack.
Brucey, your thoughts?
A man would rather.
John went, and you.
A man would rather die on his white horse than see his wife or his kids fall off that horse.
Thank you, Brucey. That was well put. That should be on a T-shirt. Should be on a bumper sticker. Should be on a bumper sticker.
I'll make you some bumper stickers.
They let her breathe. No one wants to be needy, clingy partner that appears desperate.
I thought you
The
said they let her
segue.
breed. I go, they let her breed.
Yeah, let her breathe. Breathe, Brucey, you sick motherfucker. Put the semen in her.
I'm going,
Great partner. What?
Put it in there.
Great partners make sure that they don't suffocate her. They give her space and enough alone time. They don't let their world start revolving around her. They don't get possessive and jealous neither. They let her live her life too.
Amen.
Amen. That goes both ways, Craig Brucey.
It does.
It goes both ways. Not a one-way street, ladies. We need some space too. We need some guy time. We need some
go.
garage time. We need to get out there and
It's a little
let her
melon time.
Yeah, let her inner Tarzan out. You know what I mean? We're not going to cheat on you. We may hit on the fucking cocktail waitresses at
most of the time we won't know if a woman's hitting on us or not. Anyway,
yeah, we won't know. Yeah. What is the chicken place? I can't remember the name of it. Hooters. Yeah, we might hit on the waitress at Hooters, but nothing's gonna happen. Nothing's gonna happen.
No,
it's like going to a strip club.
Sweetie,
Nothing's gonna happen.
There are some guys that you need to be careful with when it comes to the babysitter. Just the heads up on that one, because that one seems to be a big problem nowadays. The babysitter.
People are letting boys babysit their children.
Oh, that makes sense though. I mean, if he's smart, if he's a good kid and got his marbles together, and if I was a wife and I didn't want a hot blonde Norwegian fucking babysitter coming over and taking care of the kids, so yeah, I would have a boy do it if I felt that he could.
No,
well, of course you don't want it, Bruce. I mean, you want the hot Norwegian 18-year-old fucking coming over and babysitting.
And my kids aren't even that young, but I'll hire a babysitter.
Our girl. No,
you don't. You wouldn't want a good, responsible young man to watch your kids.
What you just said is an oxymoron.
Yeah.
Most boys aren't nurturing enough to
a good, responsible man is so old he can't actually take care of my children anyways.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's it, man, for boyfriends and husbands. If you guys, that hurt. I tickled my throat. Don't die. But yeah, I mean, if you're looking for a good boyfriend, me and Bruce are available. So DM us. Yeah, we make good boyfriends. You saw what we talked about on the show. We know what we're doing.
No, what a catch.
We are a catch.
John has issues finding the bald man.
Just make sure. Yeah,
row the boat.
It's not like this.
No, it's not like this. It's like this.
It's not on the outside. I thought it was like around the thigh area.
You only need one oar, John. One oar will work.
I thought the G spot was like
around the outside.
I thought it was like around the thigh area. The G spot. It's somewhere right in that area. I know.
Just a little bald head in the canoe, John.
Yeah, that little chicken. Yeah, that's it. I mean, Deana, anything you want to add to that? Anything that you would want to help the young man out there be a better boyfriend?
Pay attention to her. That's really it. Pay attention. Don't pretend that you're listening and then not listen. That's really where it's at.
Yeah. No, I agree with you there. I think it's important. That's important. And one more thing, I'm going to add this, and Bruce may agree with me and may disagree. Don't listen to your guy friends when it comes to fucking relationships, guys, because they're going to give you the wrong fucking advice every fucking time. Oh, no, dude, come on, man. She's stupid. Let's go. No, don't listen to them.
That goes both ways. Your girlfriends are going to say stupid shit in your ear. Oh, he's lazy. He doesn't care about
that guy right there. That's the guy you're in love with.
Especially the bitter ones that just came out of divorces already. So.
Oh, yeah. And be careful, because she may be telling you he's not good so she can get on him. Just remember that too as well.
That's also not untrue.
That's not true. All right, Deana, it is your turn. Your turn to talk about the Gen Xer who retired early at 34. That bastard's a lucky son of a bitch.
So I have to find this guy's house so I can stab him in the eye and steal all his money. Sam Dogden retired at 34. 34. This man is 10 years younger than me.
Wow.
Returned to work after a decade and retired again after 4 months. Wait, did he return after? Oh, he was 47 when he retired the second time. Sorry. Okay, going back.
Okay.
Because he went back to, he was seeking extra income at a startup because it must be nice, but he was facing micromanagement stress.
Yeah.
Do you get micromanaged at your job?
Not so much. Not so much at all. I mean, we have our set of rules. We follow them. As long as you follow them, nobody bothers you. My thing was, and Bruce probably agree with me as well on this one. Our work environment that we were in, like Bruce in construction and me in trucking, those are, I'm not going to say that, those are men. You know what I mean? There's a different way we talk to each other. There's a different way that we respond to each other. There's a different attitude that's there. There's a different way we treat each other, and just going through that process and being in that for 25 years, and then all of a sudden being put into an office with much younger people than myself, it was tough because, like, I joke at work that first week I was quiet. I was like I'm completely different than I am today at there. But that first week I was quiet because I wanted to see it, to get a sense of what was okay to say in here and what wasn't okay to say in here.
Right. You're absorbing the environment. What is culturally
okay to say. And I'm sure if Bruce would have the same feeling if Bruce were right now tomorrow morning to decide, hey, you know what, I'm bored, I'm tired, I want to get back into the workflow. I'm sure Bruce would be going through the same thing. He would probably say to himself, well, how much can I get away here? What can't say? And Bruce, like myself, was a supervisor for a long time. So we weren't just had a certain level of responsibility of what we can and can't say. It was even higher for us because we were supposed to set the example for everyone else. So for me, working as a truck driver and being a supervisor, there's a lot different conversations and a lot different environment when it came. And this is not just men. The women truck drivers were just as bad as the guy truck drivers.
Oh, yeah.
So, you could say something and she'll be right there with you, and she probably add like 10 more sentences to it, So for me, that first week I sat there and I was just like kind of listening to the conversation, what's being said, what's not being said, what I can get away with saying, what I should never say. And I don't know if it's just where I work. I was really shocked. I was really shocked because I felt like, okay, I'm in a place where I feel like I can say certain things and not get in trouble for it. Where I think if I were somewhere else, I probably would have got fired in like 2 days. Seriously, I'm serious. I'm bad. I am bad. I'm bad. And when it comes to that, I want to have, and I also want to have fun at work, and when work becomes work and there's no fun in there, I mean, I don't want to be there. I'm sure, Bruce felt still the same way. There's work to be done, but there's still time to have some fun.
Oh yeah. And of course, you have to be professional because you are management. So you can let some stuff go, but you've got to keep it under control. And,
there has
and the
to
guys
be a filter there.
You got to know, and the guys got to know where the line is, and not cross that line. And if somebody does, you got to straighten that line out real quick before it gets out of hand. So, trying to go back.
And then Bruce, you're maybe the same way as me. And then when that guy did cross that line, you want to make sure that you never made that same line. You didn't cross that line as well. Yeah. So you're always kind of careful about how you discipline someone because they may have done something you've done 4 or 5 times.
No, I mean, you don't want to embarrass them. You don't want to do it in a crowd. Yeah. It's something you take somebody aside and have that conversation with because it only makes it worse if you if you embarrass the guy, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, there's tricks to management, but for me,
It's
go
tough.
back to work again with this new generation that's out there that's so PC and touchy feely sensitive and all that stuff. I mean, I'm not sure I could deal with it the way the
Y-
generation is now
Yeah.
compared to what I dealt with when I was in
Right.
my
And
world of
again, too,
construction.
you would probably not end up starting a new job today as a supervisor.
No.
So you'd be starting as just a regular employee. Now you're trying to, deal with that, and then deal with, all of a sudden you're
I'm
62.
upset. They're gonna take me into my little quiet room to,
Yeah.
talk to
Well,
me and
it's
stuff
just
like
not
that. Like,
that.
yeah,
It's
they ain't
like
gonna. Oh no, this
you're
is what they do, John.
yeah, you're 60, you may come into back into the workforce, and now all of a sudden you're, 62-year-old man with a 25-year-old
Yeah.
supervisor. And it's just like, that is not easy. It's not easy to try to be responsible or grown up about it, because you're like, well, why am I listening to a 25-year-old? And then your work ethic.
Got underwear older than that kid.
Yeah, your work ethic, I guarantee you, your work ethic is a lot different than that 25-year-old.
Oh yeah.
So, it's just like, yeah. So it's a and you want to share, because that's the thing you do when you become an adult. You want to share your experiences with others even when it comes to work. It's just like, well, all right, here's this for an example for me at work. That after like 2 weeks, someone comes up to me and goes, dude, why are you always 45 minutes early to work? And I'm like, well, that's how I was taught by my father. You leave your house early enough to make sure something happens,
Traffic,
that you're still going to make it. Yeah.
Whatever. Yeah.
You're still going to make it on time to work. And they're like, dude, you're like 45 minutes to a half hour early to work every day. And I go, if you're on time, you're late. That's how I was always taught. You're on time, you're late. So, and if you check my punch-in records, like we have to slide in on an app. If you check my app, I'm always punching in like 10 minutes early, because I'm ready to go to work. And that's just my attitude. That's how I was raised. So you can't tell a 25-year-old that, because he's going to tell you that's nonsense and stupid.
Damn butt kisser.
Yeah. Oh, I come in 1 minute till. I'm like, great for you. But do you actually punch in on time? No. If you check your thing, you're punching in late every fucking day.
If you punch in 1 minute early every day, more power to you. But if you're not planning for the line at the punch clock, then you failed.
Yeah, you failed.
If your salary, like,
that's different.
Screw it.
You better.
You're screwed. Like, I have to time my days out, and at 5:30, if I'm still working, I have to set my emails to completely unavailable, because I still get the notifications on my phone, and I'll be tempted to check them, and then nothing gets done anyways, even after hours.
I refuse to take since day one that I started working. I refused every salary position I've ever been offered, because I did not want to work salaries, because that's not to my advantage. And every time I was offered a salary supervisor's job, I was like, absolutely no, because I know what ends up happening. I'll be here for 12 hours.
They take advantage of you. Exactly.
Yeah. And before you know it, I added up at the end of the week. Instead of making $25 an hour, now I'm making $11 an hour, because I'm here for fucking 4 or 5 hours.
For so long. Exactly. Well, there's something to be said, and there are labor laws that they're out there to prevent that from happening.
Right. There are.
Technically, even if you work a 10-hour day, after 10 hours, if sign off, it doesn't matter. It can wait till tomorrow. I promise you.
Yeah. It's got to be tough, though. I mean, even is there a significant difference between a boomer, a Gen X, and a millennial, and a Gen Z when it comes to work attitude? I'm going to be the first one to tell you, there's a huge difference.
There's a huge difference, but there's also a huge gap in the earning expectation, I guess is the word I'm looking for.
Yes. Yeah.
And
No,
the
you're
boomers' expectation, and you guys all had that whole, I can invest things. I can't invest shit. I invest things, and then five weeks later, I'm like, pull it back out. I need that money.
Yeah. Yeah. No, yeah, times were different. I agree with you there. But like I look at what my dad went through to make what he made and what I had to do to make what I made. Sure, there's some gaps there, but my dad bought a house for $70,000. I had to buy a house for $125,000. My first house. My kids. Frankie bought a $500,000 house. So it's just every generation is going to be somewhat different. And yes, I agree that expectations and pay should somewhat justify the change, but it's not there. I mean, this generation now, which like my son would be a millennial, right? Because he's born in 91. And that's the same as you, right? Yeah, they're going to have to work a little bit more harder than say I had to and Bruce had to. But I don't know how to put this. It still was a lot for Bruce to buy a house. It was still a lot for me to buy a house. Yes, the values were a little lower. The properties.
So are your wages.
So are your wages. So,
It matched. It matched though.
Right.
When was
Gen
the last
Z,
time the minimum wage example? The minimum wage in Wisconsin has been $7.25 since 1999.
Yeah.
It's 2024, folks.
Yeah.
That's
what's
not
the cost
sustainable.
What's the cost of living there though?
Not $7.25.
No.
$7.25
It's probably not. But again, those are entry level. Bruce is going to agree with me. Those are entry level jobs that were were taken by high school kids.
Yeah, when I started in my apprenticeship, it was back in 1979. I was making $4.30 an hour.
Yeah,
that's my wage. When I retired, I was a general foreman superintendent, and I was making close to $90 an hour.
Yeah.
But that was 40 years later.
40. I was going to say that's 40 years later. Yeah. No, I mean, for me, I kind of agree with Gen Z a little bit. I do agree with them a little bit. I can understand why Gen Z has this not dislike, but an understanding of what they're supposed to be doing, and also kind of understand that, like, I don't have to be the best employee. That's their attitude. It's like, I don't have to be the best. I don't have to show up every week. I don't have to be here. I can miss a few days. I need to. When I had never gone to a job. I've never taken a job where I said to myself or to the, okay, my first question, how many vacation days do I have? That was it. That's where it ended. Like, I asked how many, you got 2 weeks after a year, blah, 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 moved on. But they want to know how much sick time they get, how much PTO time they get. They want to know how much vacation time they get. That was like not a concern of mine. Well, how much PTO time I had or how much sick time I had, because they use it. Where me and Bruce, we grew up not using that. It was like, if it was there, great, it was there. But hey, I got 102 temp. Guess where I was going, Deana?
Working.
I was going to work.
Yeah.
I was going to work. Yeah, I'm taking some time off, fucking going to stop and buy some Dayquil.
If you had 102 degree fever and you tried to go to work now, they would send you right the fuck.
No, they would send you home.
I think not mine. They would just lock me up in the office. Nobody can come and see me, but they can reach me on the walkie-talkie phone, because they wanted my ass there to run that job. Because if my ass ain't there running that job, it ain't happening, right?
Yeah, that's my job right now. Is you tested positive for COVID? That's fine. You can work from home. Don't come here, but you can still work.
Yeah, I mean, it's a different work ethic, and I think some of the work ethics that they do have, I think is beneficial. I think it's good that it's there, and there's some that I still kind of look at and go, well, that's stupid nonsense. And there's this generation now, is more concerned of what the company is making and not so much what they're making. And that kind of wasn't really an issue with me and Bruce growing up. We knew the company was making a profit. If the company's not making a profit, we don't have a fucking job.
No, that's
So-
it. I
Right.
mean,
If
if you
somebody's
didn't do,
making a profit though at your expense, they're
Yeah.
sharing it with you.
Yeah.
These days, that's not the case.
We
We need to make more. Everybody wants to be lying in their pockets.
Yeah. And then again, as supervisors, we got bonuses for that. And if my trucks got out every week and my trucks made their deliveries on time and there was no spills and there was no accidents,
you had incentives.
you have an incentives. And yeah, I do. Regular employees get that? No, they didn't get that. The supervisor got that, and that's because you're supervising that crew to be their best. And when that crew is doing their best, you got rewarded for that. Should the regular employee?
But that shouldn't incentivize. Sorry, dogs. Incentivize your crew to do their best, because then they could eventually potentially get promoted to that position.
Right. That's how they
do that.
should look
Like,
at it.
the crew did an excellent job for a month or something like that, and we were kicking butt and stuff. I'd sit there to go, okay, guys, pizza. Don't bring your lunch Friday. I'm buying pizza.
Yeah,
for you guys.
I did that all the time. Donuts, pizzas, fucking,
Yeah. I mean, it's a little thing, but the guys appreciate it. It's like, hey, man, somebody's thinking about it, man. We're getting a lunch.
Nowadays, it's just like get your check and then take 2 days off because you got your check. That's Gen Z. That's Gen Z. It's not all Gen Z.
Day
though.
after payday, I wonder how many guys aren't showing up on the crew.
I will be honest with you. And I don't know, some of my coworkers are watching the show and they watch the replay on the show. I work with two of the hardest Gen Zs I've ever met in my life. And both of them got 2 jobs and they've got kids and they're busting their ass. And they're the total opposite that I thought Gen Z was, they just kind of blew me away. I was just like, you have 2 jobs? I go, you leave here and go to the other job? I'm like, holy crap, dude. How can you work 8 hours in the middle of the night, go home, get 2-3 hours of sleep, and then go to your other job? And then it hits me. They're 20. They can do that.
Yeah, they can do that. They didn't go to college. So
hey, John, I did that in my 20s too when I was.
Yeah, we all did it.
Because I had the first kid trying to pay rent, wife with morning sickness at home. And so I'm going working as an apprentice, going to school 3 nights a week. And then the nights that I wasn't going to work, I was bartending at a pizza parlor.
Yeah. I was I would go to the restaurant and I would get ready for breakfast and I do lunch. I would leave the restaurant at lunchtime, go to my other job in the warehouse, work in the warehouse. That's what I did. And then I would get home about 9-10 o'clock at night and go to sleep, get up at fucking 4:30 in the morning, be at the restaurant by 5 and get ready for that all over again. But you just did that. You did what you had to do.
The beginning was a struggle. I mean, you did what you had to do to make ends meet and keep a roof over your head and keep everybody fed, And
it was just all about just doing your best and trying to get done. And for me, every generation wants to do better than their parents. That's just been that way since the beginning of time, You wanted to do that much, and your parents want that for you. All your parents want you to be better than they did. I
did better than my dad. My daughter's doing way better than I did.
Better than you. See, it's the same thing. It's the same thing. So it's just that guy. I don't know. It's got to be tough. I mean, it was tough for me. I worked from home like you did, Deana, for almost over 10 years. Doing pictures
from home for 2.
I did. I did the Zamblebox Twitter account, their Instagram account, their YouTube channel. I took pictures for them. I did pictures for other companies, and I didn't work with people. The only time I saw people was on Monday. We did a live video feed, and I was the only one. Everybody else was in the Seattle office at Zamblebox, and I'm the only one doing a live video feed. Trying to share my thoughts and ideas for the week, and that's the only time I saw people.
Yeah, but how are you making enough to afford to live? Like a mortgage?
I could have if I wanted to, because I got put it this way. I don't share this shit out there, but With Zample Box, I made over $2,800 a month just taking care of their Twitter account, their Instagram account, their YouTube channel, and taking pictures. Then I charged each company $300 for 3 photos on Instagram. So every time I took a photo, I made $100. Every time I post that picture, I made $100. So I had money flowing in there. I was doing everything from home. So when I went back to work, like I said, when I went back in there to work and I just looked around, I was like, holy shit, I'm the fucking oldest person in here. And unless Bob showed up for work, if I worked with Bob would be the oldest. But when I was at work, I was the oldest person in there all the time because everybody was either in their 40s. We have a few 18-year-olds, 19 and 21, 22 years old, 23 years old. So everybody's right in that age group. So for me, it was like, okay, shut up, John. Don't say anything sexist. Don't say anything racist. Just be quiet and listen. And that's what I did for that first week. I didn't say a damn word. I just sat there and I just listened to the conversations and what everybody was talking about. And then I just tried to stay within that framework until now I'm all over the place. I know what you get away with. But yeah, it's gotta be weird. I would love to do like a whole segment on this because next time, because I think it's a good topic because a lot of people my age are maybe starting new jobs and moving around or deciding to go at Bruce's age, deciding to, maybe don't want to just sit at home all day. Maybe I want to get back into the workforce and it'd be kind of big. I think it'd be kind of a cool, interesting topic just to kind of go through that and look at, see, how many Gen Z or how many Gen Xers are getting fired. How many boomers are getting fired. I just pictured Bruce at Walmart as a greeter. I just did.
Welcome to Walmart. Get your shit and get out.
Yeah. Try not to fucking steal tonight. All right. We're watching you, son of a bitch.
You don't got a receipt. You ain't getting back out that door.
Oh, Jesus. I worked at Walmart while I was in college. Let me tell you, just don't.
Yeah. It's nuts. And then when you look at like one of the things that really kind of ears me, I mean, it kind of really does because it's the fast food industry and what they're going through right now. And just kind of understanding what fast food employment was in the 80s and what fast food employment was in the 60s and 70s, because those were an opportunity for someone in high school
level position.
Right. There was an opportunity for a high school kid to make a little extra cash
and to learn about having a job and a career and work ethic,
Yeah. And now that's become, I can't support my family. And it's like, well, wait a minute. Yeah, it's not a place to make a living. And that's why we have $4 fucking 5-layer burritos that used to be 79 cents. That's why we have a bean burrito that's $2.50 when that bean burrito used to be 59 cents.
$20
unless you order it on DoorDash, then it's like $17.
Yeah. So it's nuts. I love to get into that discussion. But we are right at the end, and I'm going to ask Bruce first. Bruce, what'd you learn today about being a good boyfriend?
I'm not sure if I'm a good boyfriend material.
Yeah. You don't think you can make I think you can make a good boyfriend, Bruce. I think you could.
I don't know.
I think we are set in our ways that would probably make it difficult for us to truly be a good boyfriend. But I think if she's willing to deal with our shit, he could be a good boyfriend.
I'm still thinking
Deana?
lightning twice in the lottery before that happens. But
agreed, Deana. I mean, the expectations of a good boyfriend. Yeah.
I've learned today that I thought that y'all would be good boyfriends, but especially you, John, not so much.
Oh, come on. I'm a good boyfriend. I was a good husband too. I remember birthdays and all that stuff. But that's what I'm saying. It changes as you get older. I mean,
The
do we want,
plane.
you know, look,
The plane.
at 21, I'm going to sit there and let you chew me out for half an hour, okay? Because I love you and I wanted to make it work. But at 57, I am not going to let you sit there and chew me out for 20 minutes. You know what? It's going to end maybe about 3 minutes in. I'm going to be like, you fucking done? Go make me a sandwich.
Just tell her to get to the end of the story, John. Just get to the end of the story.
Yeah, no, I'm kidding. Yeah, I mean, things are going to change as you get older, and me and Bruce and I, whichever way is the proper way to say. I think it's Bruce and me is the proper way of saying it, but
no, it would have been Bruce and I.
No, it's Bruce and me.
No,
but
I before me.
No, it's not. If I get Tim on here, he's the grammar police. He'll tell you it's
Tim,
John.
back me up here. It's John and I.
But yeah, what we are setting our ways. We have been married and we're setting our ways, and we're going to take so much bullshit, and we're not going to take all of it, and we're going to let you know. So, I mean, if you're willing to deal with that, call 209-408. No, I'm not going to get my phone number out. Deana, your thoughts? 867-930. Your thoughts, man. What did you learn today?
I didn't learn anything. I never learn anything from this show.
Oh, come on. I learned that women are difficult, and I think women expect.
I didn't learn that. I know women are difficult.
Yeah. I think you should. Everyone should just chill out, relax, and just enjoy your time with each other. And if it works out, it works out. If it doesn't, just move on. I mean, there's 7 women out there for every one, or no, 7 guys for every one woman out there. So.
Sorry, lesbians. Sorry.
Sorry, lesbians. But hey, if you swing both ways, there's, you doubled your numbers, really. Tripled your numbers. If you're a lesbian, you go both ways.
It doesn't triple your numbers. It doesn't make more people happen.
Yeah, it does. Because think about it. If there's 7 guys to every one woman on a dating app, and you go both ways, now you got that extra, you got more women, and you got 7 more guys to pick from.
I guess.
And
they're probably all horrible at the end of the day.
Hey, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
I'm not liking that math, John.
I know the math is horrible.
That math does not matter.
We need a Chinese guy on the show. We need a Chinese guy on the show.
I gotta go. Send your hate mail to John. I gotta go.
Send all your Chinese hate mail to Deana.
No.
The sun is coming in over my shoulder.
I see that. I almost thought you were Jesus. I almost thought you were Jesus.
Oh no, it's the lightning coming the first time.
All right, guys. Yes. Just love each other and be happy. As long as that guy remembers your birthday, your anniversary, and your color of your eyes and the first time you met, that is a perfect relationship. Enjoy it. Move on. Make John a sandwich from time to time. He'll love you. So look in the camera and say goodbye.
I can't take Bruce serious right now.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.